Hey, we're on. Look at that. It is on.
Yeah, we are here.
We hit the right button.
Yeah, first time for everything.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys. This is the pre-game show.
The Mad Skills.
Mad Skills.
Yeah.
Yes. How's everybody doing this week? Hopefully, y'all are getting all checked in. Make sure you turned in your catch of the week photos this week. Looked like a beautiful week out there of fishing. I want to see some big fish.
Nice. Yeah.
I want to see big fish.
It's not cold anymore.
It is. It's not at all.
It has gotten nice and warm.
Judging by the color of my arms.
Mm-hmm. And your head.
Yeah.
How's the tan line today?
Yeah, it's still there. And shiny.
That's okay. Give everybody a little bit of time to like this and share it with everyone, all of your friends.
That's it. We got a good episode this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you comment, like, share, all the aboves for a good opportunity for our winnings tonight. The original post. Original post. Word specific.
Mm-hmm. And I got a super awesome question.
Oh boy.
So we're gonna figure that out.
Can you pin the post in the,
Hope so.
We like when y'all have questions.
in the comments?
Yes, we have answers.
Maybe.
Sometimes. They may not be the right answers, but they are answers.
We will have something to say about it.
Yes. Again, just everybody like this post, share it with everyone, comment on it. If you like it, don't like it.
And the
like
original
it anyway.
post.
Yeah. Give it a thumbs up.
That's it. Absolutely.
Everybody likes it. All three of the outlets.
You get some fishing done this week?
Actually, I did not.
Did not.
I did not.
somebody's
I
working
haven't
too
been out
much.
in a minute.
A minute.
A few minutes, but yeah, we took this weekend off. Just kind of hung out with the
holiday
family.
or
Yeah, the
something.
holidays. Kind of relaxed, did some work around the house. That's about it.
Nice.
Exciting stuff, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Got my fence finished, fine.
Hey, there it is.
Hey.
Contain all the critters.
Got most of the painting done inside.
That does not sound
Brand new house, and we had to repaint the inside of it. I don't understand.
It's not meant for you to understand, Mario.
Nope.
It's meant for you to do.
It's done. So.
Well, if y'all are ready, we'll be right back and get the show on the road.
Sweet.
It's the moment when everything is on the line and precision, power, and control make all the difference. A moment over 20 years in the making, anchored on loyalty, trust, and support that goes beyond all expectations. A relentless pursuit of perfection. All born from a revolutionary idea to help you rule the water. Power Pole.
Welcome to
Fish Talk Live.
presented by some amazing sponsors. We got PowerPool, Abyss Batteries, Bubba, Ayinde Matthews, State Farm,
Oh yeah.
Nature Coast Financial Advisors,
Thank you guys.
Extreme Decalz, and then Seakeeper Ride. I'll tell you what, this is what makes this world go around. Is people and businesses like that support.
Keep a smooth ride rolling.
That's it. Billy, big tournament this weekend.
Oh, it's a big one too.
You excited?
Oh yeah.
It's a big one. I think it's the largest inshore fishing tournament in Citrus County, if I'm
Would
not
have
mistaken.
to be.
Definitely a huge turnout every year. I mean,
Is
it's
it, or are you really just telling a fish story?
fish story? Tournament
Fish
story.
tails.
It was this big. The CCBA Family Fishing Tournament is this weekend, and this is the 30th annual, and it's the anniversary of the first. The 30th anniversary of the first. This guy's, I don't know if you've ever been to it, even if you're not fishing it. Matt Cray's Homosassa, landmark, and an icon of the area. What's that?
Slide to the right. There you go.
There it is.
Hey, it's right here. This one.
Yes.
That one right there. April 26th and 27th. Now, the captain's meeting is the 26th, correct? Friday? So it's a one-day tournament.
Two-day tournament.
Two-day tournament.
Captain meeting Friday, fish Saturday, Sunday.
I
There it
like
is.
these two-day tournaments.
Yes.
All right, so there it
Double
is.
the odds. Double the odds.
So, but we're going to get with the crew from the CCBA here in a little bit on the Ayinde Matthews State Farm casting couch with Captain Marrio to discuss the details of this tournament. Tonight, we're going to go and talk about tournament tactics.
There it is.
That's what we're going to be discussing. And our friends over there at the CCBA are going to be giving away a free entry. Now, just to clarify, we had made a post, I think on Friday. So that post, to be eligible to win tonight, you have to share, comment, and like that post.
That post specifically.
That post specifically. So if you have not done that, John has already put the link to the post directly in the comments below. So click that link, comment, share, like that post. Because if you win tonight and we don't see your name on there, then
you ain't fishing.
Tough luck.
At least not on the free side.
That's it. We'll consider it a donation.
Yes.
Then we'll just pick the next winner. So, and you have to watch live to win it. So,
which, if you got those instructions, you're already doing one part right.
That's it. Now, Billy, let's get a head start to the tournament. What have you been seeing on the airboat? And how have they been moving? Because now we're getting in consistent warm weather.
Oh, yeah.
The tides are starting to get more consistent.
Yep. Starting to actually feel like spring has sprung.
There's a whole lot of shares and comments happening right now.
I can hear it blipping.
So,
good job on listening.
In the St. Martin's Aquatic Preserve area, that's where you kind of rule the land.
That's it.
What type of trends are you seeing as far as redfish right now?
Lots and lots of beautiful redfish playing on the outside. They were schooled up really nice along the mangrove edges of, I'd say, most of the islands. Can't say all of them because I don't hit all of them. But redfish has, they're almost as thick as the mullet from what I'm seeing on the airboat. There is a pile of them out there. And all the way into the backcountry. Even playing into the dark waters, seeing redfish pushing everywhere. Yeah. It's a beautiful sight. Fish are on the move. I understood today was a little bit of a tough bite, but still prevailed. Quite a few people brought in some nice redfish, but they are being seen everywhere out there.
I'm such a firm believer in it. Like, if you're having a tough bite, move areas, move spots.
Change a spot.
The backcountry, I fished off the airboat today. The redfish bite was hot, but I heard the same that in the normal, outer keys, the go-to spots, it was a tough chew out there.
And what I noticed a lot today, because we did quite a bit of, where we stop and drift, I had noticed there was quite a few redfish and a lot of mullet, but the mullet themselves were even just sitting. There was not a whole lot of movement out of the fish, even though there was a pile of them there. So I can only assume if the fish aren't moving, they're probably not feeding. That's what it seemed like.
That's a good point.
I'm looking for those mullet that are constantly working their way up and down the banks. I was just finding them schooled up, just chilling.
So you're saying follow the mullet?
I would say follow the mullet, the moving mullet. Find them loping, follow that.
That's it. So, because what Eddie Trotter told us, if they're loping, that means that they're feeding.
Yep.
If they're jumping, that means they're moving.
Yep. And after what I saw today, it was a lot of jumping. And not a whole lot of loping, but every school of mullet along the mangroves that I saw, there was quite a few redfish tailing them.
So that makes a lot of sense because, again, back in the creeks, they were really active.
Were they?
Very active, yeah. So, but we've always.
Why do mullet jump?
Because they can.
So the mullet jumps because it's one of two fish species in the world that has a gizzard.
Yep, kind of like a chicken.
Yep.
The chicken
waterfowl.
of the sea.
Waterfowl, yeah. That's what
Yep.
so the reason why it's jumping is to basically collect the oxygen for its gizzard to inflate it, and then when it lands, it massages it.
Yep.
So it pumps it. So just like a chicken, it's down the bottom eating, feed off the ground. It's going to absorb pebbles and other things.
A lot of sand, a lot of materials that are just not organic to the organs to digest. So point of the gizzard is to break that down and make it passable.
And yes, the gizzards taste just as good, if not better, than a chicken gizzard.
Kind of like chicken.
It is very good. It's one
Bit
of
of
my
a
favorites.
pre-dump maneuver, if I say.
Now, Milton loves the white gizzards.
I saw him. He took a mouthful of it.
Oh, mouthful
Yeah.
and swallow.
He was-
He didn't even chew. Just straight down the pipe. He couldn't get enough of it.
Milton's kicking his feet
I
right
just
now.
got a visual of that.
Any trout, Billy?
I maybe saw a small handful of trout on the reef. I could not pinpoint any good schools to follow, per se. But I was drifting out there on that golden bottom, getting over some of that sponge and coral. They are out there, just not in massive numbers. The fish that I am seeing are great quality. Upper slot, if not over. Snook themselves, there's quite a few snook still playing out there in the reef, but they are tucked way back underneath the mangroves in that dark shadowed areas. That's where I was finding the snook. Nothing out in the open.
Gotcha.
But a lot of really good fish out there.
And the shark are showing up, the stingrays.
Yep. Found a beautiful tiger shark out there today. Lots and lots of stingrays. Sea turtles everywhere. Beautiful, beautiful day to be on the boat.
Good deal. Love to hear it. Well, I want to see everybody else's day on the boat for this past week. So let's check out the Extreme Decalz catch of the week, and let's see if we can see some of the secret spots. What do you think?
Yes. See if we can pick out some islands.
Extreme Decalz, man, they're top of the list when it comes to anything, especially customer service. Love those guys and girls over there.
I really like
Very nice snook.
He came and redeemed his shirt.
No, I love it.
I think he's wearing it right now, actually.
That's awesome.
I passed by them the other day, and he pulls up the stringer with his monster snook on it. It was so cool. Cruise boys always getting it done.
Yes. I like how much they are putting that little canoe to use.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
Good deal.
Hey, I know where that's
I was
at.
going to say, it was right about there where I passed him.
They're playing way back in Homosassa side.
Caitlin, that was a 28-inch
Good-looking
red today, I want to say. 29 is one of the overslots.
Good fish, good fish.
That one, we need to get her right back in the water. I figured right about 30 inches. The size of the tail.
Yeah. Good fish.
There we go.
There's dinner.
Matt's been a great client of ours for a long time now.
Quite some years from what I understood.
Yep. Ah, Skinny, nice redfish. He's one to watch out in the tournament circuit.
That's a fact. He'll push back where nobody else can get to. Especially now that he's got two rudders to steer with.
Remind me, later on the show, I want to show you something that Skinny made for us, by the way.
Is it that yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
Very nice.
Thomas with a nice trout
Jay
there.
Wilk.
Who's calling? Dinner time.
No, it's the shoe. That's
a shoe,
a
isn't it?
sandal. It was funny. Justin was walking up the ducks. Said, Justin, those are really nice sandals you got there. And we all started laughing. He says, "Yeah, we could start selling them in the marina." It's like, I don't know if we'll sell them at the marina, but we can carry them at the marina. They are pretty cool.
Good table shot.
Captain
Very
Justin
nice.
Wilkerson.
Killing it this week.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I think he kind of likes leaving his boat in the water.
Yeah.
He's been staying over or leaving it over at Aaron's, and he's out there every day.
Good deal.
Leave it to them young guys to do it. I'm telling you. 50 creeps up on you quick.
The done.
Mikey Mike.
Very nice red.
Beautiful fish, Mike.
I love it.
Good deal. Well, that was the Extreme Decalz catch of the week. Don't forget to submit those photos each week. So we're actually going to start doing our free giveaways based off of the photos here soon.
I like that.
Make sure to pay attention to that. Now, before we go to a commercial break, Billy, I wanted to wait to tell you
Oh, boy.
on the show. I got off the phone. Remember Andy from NOAA that we had on the show?
Yes.
All right. And then Dylan Hubbard.
Uh-huh.
All right, so we're gonna run back an episode with them.
Oh, that's
So we're gonna
exciting.
have both of them here in June.
In-house. Or at least
Maybe
on the phone.
Andy. Maybe Andy.
Love it.
Definitely on the phone. But Dylan's actually going to be the guest host that night.
That's exciting. That is very exciting.
So we're going to talk about the grouper changes.
Talk about somebody with some knowledge.
Definitely want to clear something up. There's a lot of social media propaganda going around saying that 10 days and 7 days and this and that. Now, the one grouper per person is looking to be true. That has been discussed.
Yeah.
But confirmed, there has been zero talk at any meetings about the length
Duration.
of the season.
Yep, the duration
So,
of it.
Before everybody starts, throwing a pitchfork out there and lighting Tesla's on fire, that hasn't even been discussed yet. That's going to be discussed at the June meeting, which right after that meeting, we're going to have Andy from NOAA on the show discussing the meeting minutes, the whys, the hows, the information, just like we did last time. So
Love it. And that was such an exciting episode to get to hear from them, so I can't wait to do that again.
I think that was our longest running episode.
100%. If you didn't record it, there was way too much knowledge to absorb.
All right, so let's go to a commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go over to Captain Marrio with our friends from the CCBA on the Ayinde Matthews State Farm casting couch. Stay tuned.
Grab it.
My name is Captain Gary Bartell Jr., and I own Ozello Keys Marina and Fish Talk Live. We do everything from sling shrimp, fishing charters, airboat tours. We became mostly a hub for the small town of Ozello. It's became a big family, is what Ozello Keys Marina is. It's a community. September 2024, we had Hurricane Helene put 5.5 feet of water inside of our building the night that the storm was supposed to hit. Something that we came up with was setting up a pump system inside of our store, but we knew we were going to lose power. So this power station from Abyss set this up as high as possible, plug it into a 110, let it stay charged, plug our pump system into this on a float switch. So when the power does cut out, this is going to last for a long time with the pumps that we had, and it got the job done. We're very optimistic, and we like to come back stronger than what we left with. So because of our community, because of our friends, our team, our partners, we created something really special, and today is the first day that we got to open the doors to everybody. This is one of our biggest successes, going through this storm, is having power when you don't have power. But behind every great product is a great person and a great team. And that is what we learned, is that when you're partnering with someone, you're partnering with a partner. And Abyss Batteries has been that since day one. The team at Abyss Batteries will bend over backwards and do whatever is needed to make sure that you are successful in life, successful with their product, successful in business. And that is the reason why we are partners with Abyss Batteries. Everything that helped us get us through Hurricane Helene, everything that gets us through the fishing tournaments, has got us many trophies. You can get it right here at OKM. So stop by, check it out for yourself. We have guides here that run them religiously. They are going to give you the testimony that you want. So if you want the ultimate fishing experience where you don't have to worry about your batteries dying like that, if you want ease of mind if your power goes out but you don't want the noisy generator, come to OKM, we'll get you taken care of.
I am not at the casting couch. Give me 1 second. We're going to get everything situated. Getting some seats set up real quick.
I think we had some wires problem.
Yeah, it may have happened. It may have happened. It is not a Fish Talk Live without some technical difficulties.
At the end of the day, we are just fishermen. We're not TV personalities.
Speak for yourself. I don't fish.
I don't really fish either. I think Gary's the only one that fishes at this marina.
Make sure you guys do like, share, and comment on that original post to be eligible for a drawing in the winning tonight. Just wanted to reiterate.
A little birdie told me they have 2 prizes.
I think we're on.
Yeah.
We're on a different camera though. Welcome back to the Ayinde Matthews State Farm Casting Couch. I am Captain Marrio Castello. And again, like Billy said, like, share, comment on the original post, please. We need that from you guys.
And I am paying attention.
And he is, like, straight up paying attention to all this stuff. So.
Osprey eyes.
We've got the good folks here from the CCBA Fishing Tournament. I believe it's the 30th annual fishing tournament. Yes, sir. Why don't you guys introduce yourselves real quick? And it's going to be this camera up here since this one doesn't like to play.
Oh, yep, you're back to that
Oh,
one.
look at that. This one decided to join us. So introduce you guys, introduce yourselves, and we'll go from there.
James Holder, I'll be the weighmaster this year.
Donna Bidlack, I am this year's chair for our 30th anniversary.
30th anniversary, man, that's been
The annual anniversary.
30th. All right, tell us all about this thing. It's been around for quite some time.
30 years.
Yeah, 30 years, yeah. Anniversary-wise, yeah. But give us the rundown. Start from the beginning.
Go ahead, Chair.
All right. Well, this is my 23rd fishing tournament with the CCBA. This tournament was started in 1995 by Chuck Sanders and Larry Triana, a few other board members from the Citrus County Building Alliance, formerly the Builders Association. We've had a lot of changes, a lot of locations, and most importantly, a nice increase in prize money, which is now $15,000 in cash and prizes.
Yowza.
That's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's talk about some of the entries, like all the stuff that you need to enter. How much is it to enter, and how much is it? Well, you said it's $15,000 in prize money. You can just read the.
Well,
The pamphlet.
it's currently $165 to get into the tournament until midnight on Thursday. You can register online at ccbuildingalliance.com. Once that regular entry is gone, we aren't taking any more entries until we get to the captain's meeting on Friday night. At that point, it's going to be, I believe it's $195, yes, for the last minute entry.
I got you.
That includes a goodie bucket. It includes 2 of these beautiful shirts, beer tickets, door prize tickets, 1 door prize ticket, I believe. Beer tickets.
I like that. I like the sound.
And we'll do lots of prizes, games, drawings at the captain's meeting. We also have a limited edition 30th anniversary cup
That's awesome.
that has the same logo that's on my shirt. It's sponsored by our anniversary sponsor, Builders First Source. We will be giving these away at different intervals throughout the tournament that equal 30. And then we'll also have some for the first place winners and maybe some for sale if we have any left.
Good deal. Are you guys putting a cap on how many boat entries?
We limit this one to 200, Marrio, so you want to make sure you get in early.
You have to get in early. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Because 200 comes up quick.
Does.
Oh yeah, very, very fast.
As of about an hour ago, we were up to 146 paid boat entries.
Man.
The prize money is based on paid boat entries, and I have no doubt that we're going to hit 150 sometime tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll just be on from there. And
Right.
if we still have spaces left, we will take entries at the captain's meeting,
Right.
obviously.
But you're going to want to register beforehand because the captain's meeting, there's going to be so many people there that maybe they're doing the last minute entries and
Yep.
you may not be able to get it.
Yes.
So the early bird does get the worm on this one. So definitely pre-register. Now where do they go to register if they're going to do it online?
If they're going to do it online, they can go to ccbuildingalliance.com, www. And they can also go to the CCBA office up until 5 o'clock every day through Thursday, so tomorrow and Thursday, to register in person. Easiest way is just do it online. You can pay by credit card, and you're done.
All right. Where's that located at, the office?
It's at 1196 South Lecanto Highway, Lecanto, Florida, 34461.
Okay. See, I didn't know you guys had an office. So.
Yeah, there's a real building and everything.
That's near the animal hospital, right?
Yes.
All right, good deal. Let's talk about some of the prizes and the categories.
All right, so our categories are trout, redfish most spots, jack crevalle, and a special category called the Homosassa Slam, which pays $500 cash no matter how many boat entries we get. First place trout is $5,000. First place red is $4,000. So those are your big guns. Redfish most spot first place is $500, and jack crevalle is what we replaced catfish with a few years ago. It's $150. Might pay for some of your gas.
Right. Depends on where you go.
Now the slam is a redfish, snook, and trout stringer, all within slot. That's per boat. Whatever everybody's got on the boat has to be in slot according to
Combined weight and
FWC
slot.
rules.
Now that's your Homosassa Slam.
That's the
Yeah.
Homosassa Slam. Yes.
That's a $500 payout.
Yes.
And
That
number
is-
one
It's
takes
an
it all.
optional category.
It is an opt-in category at $25 per boat.
Oh, awesome.
Now, can you win the biggest redfish and the slam with the same fish?
Not with the same
Not the
fish.
same fish.
So they all have to be separate.
And you have to choose, when you go to weigh in, you have to choose before you weigh in where you're putting your fish.
Okay, and these categories, are they per boat or are they per person?
Categories are per person.
Per person,
The
okay.
opt-in for the slam is per boat. The prize for the slam is per boat.
Okay, so that makes it a little bit easier to distinguish when you're doing the per boat, per person, because the FWC rules kind of
Yes.
weird if you're going to.
And being a 2-day tournament, that gives you more options than a
Yes.
lot of other tournaments with slot limits and quantity limits.
Right.
Because you can weigh Saturday and you can weigh Sunday.
Yeah. So it can work in your advantage if you play it right.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Now, where is this located at? Where's the weigh-in?
Weigh-in is going to be at the shed down at McRae's. Our weigh-in is sponsored by Nicholas Ford.
Awesome.
The whole tournament is sponsored by Apopka Marine and Yamaha boats. So we love having local businesses representing and supporting the tournament and the local community.
I bought my last 2 trucks from Nicholas. And, I've been happy with both of them. Very, very good people over there.
They are.
They've been very long time sponsors. Most of our sponsors have been with us a long time. We get to tournament planning and call them up and yep, we're in.
Yep, the majority of them are local. Also, I see.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I recognize a lot of the names on the flyer. Definitely. Are these flyers been given out in local areas here?
Oh, yes.
They're at Ozillo Keys Marina.
Look at
They
that.
are. They are.
I'm gonna grab one before I leave.
Chances are.
There's one right there. Yeah.
Yes, that's our poster.
There you go.
And chances are, if you've been out on a boat in the last few weekends, you've probably come back into your truck and found one of these sitting on it, on the windshield.
Yeah, if you're.
And
leaving
that
for a
was
public
probably
boat.
me.
That's a pretty good idea.
Got the boots on the ground.
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
So I have a question. Can 2 reds be weighed from the same boat per day as long as they are separate anglers?
Yes.
Yep, have to follow the FWC rules on top of all that. But if you have, just say you have 3 people fishing on your boat, and you have, you can enter up to 3 redfish.
Yes.
So,
And can your second day red, if it's larger than your first day, overweigh your first day's catch? Like if
Yes.
you're nice.
You can upgrade.
You can upgrade, yes. Beautiful.
Now, it's not combined 2 days, right? It's just 1 day.
The weigh-ins each day. So if you get a really nice, right at 27-inch redfish on Saturday, and you get a fat redfish on Sunday, you can blow out your Saturday fish.
Okay, so you only take 1 fish,
Right.
though. It's not a combined
Correct.
2
Not
fish
combined.
weight. It's only
Correct.
1
It
fish.
is 1 fish.
The only thing that's a combined weight is the Homosassa Slam Streamer.
right. But it's not a 2-day combine. It's going to be your biggest.
Right.
Yep, of each
biggest
day.
slam. Yeah.
I
Gotcha.
like it. I like it.
Awesome.
So what does this tournament benefit? And what is the, like as far as community-wise?
Our charitable partner is the Military Order of the Purple Heart, Aaron Weaver, Chapter 776. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
It's been a while. Which is of course named after Aaron Weaver, who was from Citrus County. So they work with us during the tournament. We have a gun raffle that we sell tickets for that helps to support that, and they'll be down there the whole weekend.
Nice.
Now, is that gun raffle going to be at the captain's meeting, I would assume?
Tickets will be available at the captain's meeting. They're also available to purchase online.
And when did they do the drawing on that?
They will do the drawing Sunday after our final weigh-in closes.
I got you.
And do
So
you have to be
you're gonna
present
wanna
for the
stay-
win?
You're going to want to stay a little bit later for the win.
Actually,
same question,
don't have to
Billy.
be present to win the gun
Really?
raffle,
Not the gun raffle.
but you do have to be present to win just about everything on Friday night.
Yeah. So, and that's, you don't have to be in the tournament. We've got some great prizes. For door prize, you can buy tickets. We'll have a 50-50. The Boys and Girls Clubs has pulled a permit to have a full bar out in the craze.
Nice.
Very rarely can you get a good liquor drink out there.
No joke.
In any decent time.
What time is the festivities kick off Sunday afternoon?
Sunday afternoon, the final weigh-in closes at 3, so it'll open an hour before weigh-in closes, and then they'll weigh in until they're down to the last person that was in line by 3 o'clock.
But you have to be in line by 3.
Okay.
On Saturday, we actually have a band that is hosted by our entertainment sponsor, Townsley Construction, at the shed, which is Jekyll and Hyde. And that'll start at 6 o'clock after we do the free youth boat giveaway from Apopka Marine and Yamaha boats.
Love
And that'll be immediately after the youth tournament awards are done. So it'll be a
Nice.
very, very busy day on Saturday night,
Sounds like
Saturday afternoon.
How do kids get entered to win the boat?
Actually, I don't think I have one handy.
Scan the code from the poster, right? Does that take them
The code on that poster takes them to the fishing
the
tournament.
other? So it's got to be the code with
There is a link on the CCBA Facebook page that you can use to enter the boat giveaway, and the sign with the QR code will be down there all weekend.
Very nice.
Until we pull it about 2 o'clock
And it
on
is free
Saturday.
entry, but you do have to be there.
Okay.
Yes, you have to be
in
under
person.
18 and you have to be
Our
present.
chair
tonight.
2 years ago was not there,
Uh-oh.
and her son got pulled.
Oh, no way.
That hurts.
I think we should close off airboat Sunday afternoon and do a little field trip. It's not very often I get out of the office.
Right? I kind of like the sound of a gun raffle.
You better get your tickets though, because I think last year we sold out before Sunday was over.
I think we sold out early Sunday.
Do you have
Wow.
tickets right now?
Not with me. Isn't that terrible?
My goodness.
Online.
Yep. Go ahead and do it. Even if you don't plan on fishing this tournament, it sounds like it could be a very fun weekend for everybody involved. There's a lot of prizes to be won at raffles, and there's a lot of fun to be had at these at the weigh-ins, the captains meetings. The whole event sounds really fun.
It's always a great time down at the shed at the fishing tournament. Plus, it's fun to try to hear Mr. Holder talk over everybody at the captain's meeting while he's explaining the rules.
Definitely. Now, where can we see a whole full list of the rules? Because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of details here, so we can't go over the whole thing tonight. So.
The rules are posted on the Citrus County Building Alliance webpage. And I think when you go into registration, I believe there's a link there where you can take a look at the rules. Also, everyone at the captain's meeting will be given a copy on Friday night.
Okay.
And you can also stop by the office and grab some.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay.
Real quick, what's the legal fishing hours? Like, once you open it at 7 in the morning on Saturday, can you fish midnight Saturday night, Sunday morning?
It's actually 6 a.m. Saturday. and
Okay.
Yeah, you don't have to come in at all Saturday, depending on tide. Some people will actually stay out past Saturday's weigh-in and just wait and bring their fish in
It's
Sunday.
like a 48-hour tournament. Yeah.
It
Right.
is overnight, yes.
That's a good time.
That's one of the best.
And I'm
things
assuming
about
hook and line only.
Yes.
Yes.
Dang it.
Yep.
I got it.
No kidding, Billy.
Well, you can legally cast net a redfish. It's legal. It's just highly frowned upon.
I have to
Hook
check
and line
that.
and IGFA rules.
Yes.
Yes.
So
and line
Mario,
rules.
if you were fishing this tournament, what would your game plan be?
My game plan?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Catch
I would
big fish?
think, since trout's going to be a bigger prize than redfish, I may just try to do the trout since I'm on some pretty good trout right now.
Speaking of, where are they?
well, they're all over the place.
Oh, now they're all over the place. That's not what I saw in text messages earlier today.
You saw the picture I sent, didn't you?
Yeah,
The monster.
the
Yeah,
monster.
giant, yeah. I couldn't even put my fingers. That's so huge. No, but we're doing pretty good on trout. I mean, it's a transition time for trout now, but we're still getting them in transition. They're still in the back creeks, but we're getting them on the outside also. They're just a little bit harder to find. They're not as contained, I guess. They're not as concentrated, but they're still there. Yeah, for sure.
So you
Know
just
where I'm going.
specifically target trout.
I'm for a little bit. It's a 2-day tournament, so I'm going to spend the prime times, prime trout times looking for the trout, because the trout and the redfish, part of that time is actually they overlap each other, and instead of me going to specifically go to the redfish, I would go out and target the trout a little bit longer, just to get that big one, just to get the monster.
Yeah, redfish you can almost catch throughout the day, where trout's not quite the same.
Yeah, redfish are a little easier to catch than trout. Right now, they would be. If you would have asked me that 3 weeks ago,
Not the
no.
case.
But right now, yeah, redfish are a little bit easier.
Now, would time be considered as well? Since I'm looking at 89, 90 this weekend, that water's going to get super hot because it is so shallow. Would you take that into account and maybe fish earlier than you normally do, or would you still be
or much
tidal
later in the
based?
evening. Yeah, much later in the evening, because the trout are a little bit more temperature sensitive.
I'm seeing a whole lot of sun, very little wind. Got to
And
stay
there-
hydrated when you're out there, that's
And
for
there's
sure.
going to be a lot of people out there during the day, since it's a big tournament and you have 200 200 boats. Yeah, I would definitely fish hours that I would not normally fish. I like to sleep at night, but that much money on the line, I may stay up.
I like to drink at night, so I wouldn't be up there that early.
Well, and it's important to note that you can put in from anywhere. As long as you're within the boundaries of the fishing tournament for the entire weekend. We will have a polygraph person on hand on the Sunday of the tournament in case there's any protests.
Now,
issues.
what would those boundaries be?
Hernando Pasco County line to the south, Levy-Dixie to the north.
Okay.
That's a good spread.
That's a good
That is a
stretch,
big
yeah,
stretch, yeah.
absolutely.
So if you guys want to catch them cedar geek trout, they're out there.
And it's nice because you can come in by vehicle with your fish, correct?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
As long as by the time final weigh-in closes, we can visually see you either coming in on the water or coming in through the parking lot.
We'll have spotters at the dock and at the parking lot so you can get a tag and get in line.
Heck yeah.
If y'all have any last questions, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Yeah, what about that?
If a dolphin bites off a redfish tail,
Oh my.
is the redfish counted?
No,
No.
I will disqualify
Perfect.
that. It's mutilated.
Perfect.
So no mutilated fish.
No, just like
Any
most of
tournament.
these other tournaments are the same way. You can't have them disfigured.
I actually
can't-
did have a guy bring one in with.
Yeah, he knocked Billy and I out of third place.
No, he got disqualified. Well, I did disqualify one that tail.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember that one. I remember that
Here's
one.
a good question. What are you using to measure the fish? What kind of, are you using like a FWC check-it stick?
It's the check-it that's got
Oh, the perfect
lip,
catch.
and I've got the slide, and it's got the nose.
That's the
Nice.
same
And it's
one I
got to
have.
be under 27.
It's got to be no more than 27.
Yeah.
It can be 27.
FWC rules.
Not a drop over.
And you have the tool that kind
The slide.
the slide that
To
does
slide
it.
that
So
picture.
everything
What we
else
needed to do with the
consistent.
tail.
Sure.
That works. I'm surprised there's no snook division this year. So.
No, but there is snook in the
Snook
In
is
the
on
Homosassa
the
Slam.
Oh, it's part of the Homosassa Slam. I failed to mention that earlier.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Yep. There's snook trout. Yeah, because in previous years, I remember having the Homosassa Slam as your biggest bag limit of trout. I remember that.
Was for many years. And
Yeah.
part of that was, I think, for a while, snook season was not open
Right.
when we did the tournament, so that's what we did.
I got you.
And actually, one of the reasons we changed it was because a lot of people, including Mr. Holder, wanted to do a real slam
That is
category.
actual slam.
Right.
And also because everybody kept complaining that snook wasn't in our tournament because
Right.
it was running so thick for a while.
Yep. We do
Been some
have a
good
lot
ones
of
out
snook
there.
here. It's no secret anymore. It used to be, but it isn't anymore.
Yeah.
What's that, snook?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I've been catching them here since the '80s.
Yeah.
I try to keep it as secret as I could.
Yeah, back then they didn't have social media.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, go online and register now because
Actually, I would wait until after the show.
yeah,
You may have a chance to win.
now
Just
as in
saying.
tonight. Yeah, wait till after the show.
I want
Yeah.
to say it was last year the tournament sold out like the day after or something, didn't it?
Really.
No, we came very close a couple years ago. I think we
Okay.
had like 188 boats.
It
Yeah.
was 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a lot of entries.
That's huge.
Yes, it
I
is.
mean, that's
a lot.
insane.
And that's why we cap it at 200 because it's a lot.
That's a lot to manage.
That's a lot to do.
Yeah.
with,
A lot of people out on the water.
What are y'all doing with the fish afterwards?
We usually give them back to the
Oh,
the
nice.
fishermen if they choose, and if they don't, they get divvied up amongst the volunteers.
Nice.
cool.
Good deal.
And sponsors.
Yeah, absolutely.
I give Vegas first choice of the ones that are left, and I go fillet
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
very
deal.
nice.
Poor
very
guy has to
awesome.
clean the whole thing.
for them. I just clean them for our main sponsor.
The rest are on you folks.
That's a lot of fish cleaning. Yep. We all know about that. Oh my god.
At least there's no sheep's head in it.
Yeah. No sheep's head this year in the tournament. That's good.
Good deal. Mario, you got any more questions?
No more questions from here.
No more questions?
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
No,
thank
thank
you
you
very much.
guys.
Yeah, we appreciate you putting this tournament on every year for the past 30 years. Hopefully, we're gonna go along for at least another 20 or 30 more.
Hopefully.
This has been been great for the local community. You're giving back to a good cause. A lot of people, whether they fish for a living or just love to be on the water every weekend, they enter this tournament. It's a good time for everybody, and kids also on top of all that.
Yes, it is.
So,
Yes, it is.
so yeah, enter the tournament. Go on after the show to make sure you have a spot for sure, because this thing sells out very quickly.
And don't forget, if you have kids, Boys and Girls Club of Citrus Counties have taken over the youth tournament from the Construction Academy.
Really?
They're already at 70-some
Wow.
entered in the youth
Wow,
tournament.
too cool.
So
That's
definitely
awesome.
check that out too. And youth that are entered in that tournament, as long as they're listed on the boat, they can be in the adult tournament as well.
Too cool. Love that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Get everybody, the whole family involved.
Good deal.
All right. Well, we're going to close this out. Going back to a commercial break. We'll see you here in just a couple more minutes. Thank you.
What's going to be impressive, I think, is the hole shot. Like when we get that hole shot stuff dialed in and get the trim command curve all the way up to 100, and we just romp down this thing, like everybody's going to have a holy shit moment. It's going to be pretty awesome. I've experienced it. It's pretty cool, man.
Alrighty, guys, we are at the Nature Coast Financial Advisors Tackle Table Talk. We're going to ask the question here in a few minutes, how to give you the chance to win this awesome entry to the CCBA tournament this weekend, along with this 30th anniversary Bad to the Bone Cup. This thing's sweet. Did you see this thing yet, Billy?
Nothing. Not up close now.
Nice. All right, but before we do that, again, just a reminder, you have to like, share, and comment on the original post that John has put in the comments several times. So make sure you do that, because if you get the secret question correct tonight and you won that portion, you didn't do those other three, then you're disqualified. So, all right, but before we go into that, I'm going to talk about some stuff that I bring on me with every tournament, really every charter, every time I go fishing. One, the Bubba Tactical Box, all the stuff that I just mentioned, I keep in here. Super easy to move around. I like it. I switch back and forth between the airboat and my big boat. So this thing has the rod holders, so I just put my rods in here, get everything ready in the garage, carry it out, put it on the airboat or the T-Craft, and call it a day from there. Lots of room. It is a dry box. It's not insulated, not meant to be a cooler, but what I like using it for is my tackle box. And then inside of here, I also always bring my battery tender wherever I go for jump starts, especially on a tournament, 'cause the last thing you want to do is lose out on a $4,000 first place trout and have a dead battery because of that. So have a dead battery and lose out because of that. And then the Bubba scale. This is the Pro Series scale. We've talked about this many times. It was actually launched right here on this show. What's that, Brianna? Other side of the box? There it is. All right. So this, hands down, this is the most accurate scale. All the tournaments that we've done, it matches the official scales to the T. You can also, it's really cool, there's an app that goes with it. So if you give, like, let's say Billy's fishing a tournament, he gives me the password to his tournament that he sets up in the app. Every time he weighs a fish, it goes into that tournament in his app. And then if he gives me the admin access, then I can see in live time what he's weighing in. So it's just such a cool feature. I use it for charters. I like to do friendly tournaments, so I'll weigh the fish, have a little one-on-one competition, or you've got 4 anglers who got the heaviest fish of the day, heaviest bag. You can break down the anglers in the app, set it all up from your phone. But this scale right here is, I think, one of the best products that Bubba has put out. to date. I know all the tournament series anglers, like in the Florida Redfish series, everybody is switching to this Bubba scale. So, so there's that, and then I always carry my bag of soft plastics, which I don't use a whole lot of this stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I always grab something, throw it in here, and today I was going through it, and I'm gonna weed through this. There's really two colors I like to carry. That's watermelon red and the DOA Glow. I live by that. And the new penny, because I was using the new penny today.
He likes all the colors.
Anything that looks like a shrimp in the water. The new penny, the watermelon red, they all have the same effect. It's just mimicking a shrimp color. If you put this thing in the water, dip it down the water, clear water especially, you'll see how it resembles a shrimp color. So this right here, we actually got some nice redfish on this today. I always like to keep, especially in tournaments that you can use live bait or artificial. Live bait's obviously the go-to bait here, especially. But before I leave a spot, I'll throw something like this little paddle tail, and I'll see if I can't get a reaction hit. So if I'm not getting anything that's eating a chunk mullet or pinfish or creek chub, whatever I'm using, then I'm going to throw this out there before I leave, because you might have a redfish. We had it happen several times today that's just looking for a reaction hit. Something that's they're more territorial instead of hungry. So so just keep something nice like that, simple. I'm a firm believer in those small paddle tails for when it comes to artificial red fishing here. And then for trout, Marrio will correct me if I'm wrong, but it's really only one soft plastic that you want to use when it comes to using big or trying to find big trout. That's the DOA Glow nose hook. This is primarily for when you're working rock bars. If you're working rock bars where those bigger trout are going to lay up, it's first thing in the morning, getting ready to sun, throw this thing over that rock bar, work it like a needlefish, right over the top of it, and you're going to see that big old yellow mouth come out of the water to eat it. It's real easy to hook up. I use a 3.0 Seaworks live bait hook for my nose hooking, and you just literally go right up through the bottom, out the top, and just twitch it right over that rock bar. Or shallow grass flats work well. If it's deeper water, if you're fishing, like let's say Fish Creek or mouth of St. Martin's, this isn't ideal. This is when you're fishing real shallow stuff. So that's my go-to trout artificial. A lot of people throw top water. I will. It's a lot of fun, but that's, in my experience, a lot more successful. Bubba D hookers. All the Bubba tools are in here. Tackles, light. I run Seaworks on all of my terminal tackle, from leader to hooks. Love the brand, product, the people behind it, and it's very affordable. We switched over to all that in the marina as well. And keep those tackle boxes simple, guys. Use what you, especially with tournaments, use what you know works, what you're comfortable using. Try to leave these big bags of stuff that you just want to try or looks pretty behind. That's my advice to you. Now, Billy, John, there's a big sale going on right now with Bubba. Bree, if we could put that up, and maybe you guys recognize the model for this ad.
Never seen him before.
So right now, if you go to Bubba, and they are offering 40% off of bags, rods, apparel, all kinds of good stuff on there. So check them out. I think that came off their Facebook, I believe. They're running an ad on that right now. So check them out. Some great stuff. I use those bags for our coaches' bags. All the players have their sling bags. They're awesome.
I used mine when I was in Aruba.
Oh, did you really? Nice. So keep it simple, guys. Bubba makes a great product. The scale, I cannot brag about enough. I love that thing. All right, Billy. John, you guys ready for the question of the evening?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's the question?
All right. So first of all, let's break down the rules.
What's the answer? I don't know.
We're about to find out.
All right. Okay, they're gonna have to tell me.
So, the first, what do we want to make it? The first 5 people? First 5 people to answer it correctly is going to have their name written down. And then after we get through that, then we're going to mix it up in Billy's hat. And we're going to pull 2. The first one wins. We're going to pull a second name just in case. We'll pull 3, actually. First one wins.
I've kept track of the
Oh,
comments.
you've kept track?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. So we'll pull 1. If John verifies it, then
You all are fishing this weekend.
you're fishing. But now you have to be live right now to claim this. So get ready to
I would hope
comment.
so because they're gonna answer the questions. They have to
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a long day today, right, John?
be. Yeah.
All right. So tonight's question. In what year did the CCBA host their first tournament? In what year did the CCBA host their first tournament? First 5 people to get that answer correct is going to have their names written down. So let's see what we got here. John's not right. I guess it's delayed, so
John's over here counting
there we
back.
go. John's writing it down. Now again, guys, it might appear different on your screen. It all depends on the strength of your signal or Wi-Fi.
Strength of ours too.
Yeah, so, but it comes through ours in live time. So however it gets uploaded, so if you see your name, 4th and you didn't get on the board, that's the reason why. But we are going through live, and John is to blame if you have any complaints.
A lot of these guys did not comment on the original picture.
Uh-oh.
Supposed to like, share,
John.
comment on the original post.
The original post that's in the comments. I better pull my phone up. Did you like, comment, and share, Billy?
I'm here. I'm looking forward to the gun raffle. Anybody know what kind of guns they're giving?
There's a gun raffle?
3? Choice of 3?
Okay. So I went a little overboard
357.
because
Come on,
everybody's
baby.
responding to this. I went with 7 names.
7?
I went with 7 names. I already verified that they commented on the original post.
All right.
So let me go through my pre-made little pieces of paper here. We've got Jessica Honovic. We've got David Arcan. We've got
Nice,
Jerry
very nice.
Rose.
Very nice.
We got Raymond Cruz and
go.
Roger Bird. We got Darren Dusenberry and Ray Cruz.
All familiar names.
Yeah.
Those are my 7 choices.
All right.
Let me fold up these little pieces of paper.
I'll be the hat holder. If y'all didn't notice.
That light is glaring off your forehead right now.
Is that better?
All right, so those are all verified, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
I already verified them all.
All right, here we go.
And they can know I verified it because I liked their comment.
There it is. There it is.
Oh.
One way to do it.
I get technical sometimes, not all the time.
Miss Donna, would you like to do the honors of pulling the name?
Sure.
Come on up. All right, so this is for a free entry.
So y'all know
to
there's the
CCBA.
names. What do we got? What do we got?
Another game. Ray Cruz.
Oh, let's go. Too cool.
You are fishing this weekend and hopefully going to make some.
I hope you're bringing.
Are we doing more or one? Just one, right?
These are all verified.
All verified.
So, right, John?
Yes.
So Ray Cruz is the winner.
Yes.
There it
He
is.
liked, commented, and shared
The original post.
the original post.
Perfect.
Way to be,
Awesome.
Ray.
And you win this
Woo!
badass cup. And now, do you want us to pick or him to pick this up from us, or?
Yeah, I'll make a note on it. He can pick it up from you all.
Okay.
Or reach out to Kayla at the Citrus County Building Alliance, and I'm sure she's watching.
Perfect.
She probably knows who it is.
Ray Cruz. Awesome. Well, you can keep that just so you guys have it.
I've got your name right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got a
Absolutely.
follow-up question. Can you win more than one gun? Do you have multiple guns this year or just one?
One gun
Just one.
drawing with a choice of 3 guns.
Ah, okay.
Yep,
So,
not giving away
so
3
if I
guns.
choose all 3 guns,
You choose one of
can I choose one of the other 2?
I'll never say no to another 357.
There it is. Are we back next week? Or, no, next week.
No, next week
Your
is
show.
Mario's week.
So,
Yep.
Mario, tell us a little bit about that before we log
All
off
right,
here.
next week we have coming up. I
Kerr.
believe
Is James Kerr, Captain James Kerr. We call him the Redfish Nazi here in Crystal River. He's going to talk about inshore redfishing, of course, and the trout and the snook, everything we have in Crystal River, Homosassa, Yankeetown. But he'll be up to bat. It's going to be the last Tuesday of this month, which I believe is the 29th, if I'm not mistaken.
Tuesday?
Tuesday is the last Tuesday, a week from today.
20.
It's definitely the day after Monday. I know that.
Yeah, it's the day after Monday, day before Wednesday.
You're
Day before
correct. It's the
Wednesday,
29th.
It's the 29th, yes.
In April, it's the day before Wednesday?
I think so.
Okay.
I just said that, yeah. But yeah, it's going to be Captain James. Yeah, he's going to be our guest speaker. And it's going to be a good one. He's one of the crowd favorites, for sure.
That's always a good show, man. Good time, great food, incredible food.
Yeah, you guys can show up too if you want.
I'll think about it.
Yeah. You came to the last one, so.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there for the all-you-can-eat shrimp.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff, isn't it? Yeah.
I'll be there for this one.
Yeah.
I don't think I have anything going on
Yeah?
except a badass fish seminar.
Yeah? No ball tournaments or nothing like that?
No, Brody's got training, but it ends at 6:30. So
All right, yeah, show
should be
up.
perfect. All
I'll buy
right,
you a beer.
deal. You guys heard it live
heard
on
it.
Fish Talk Live. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you to our friends at CCBA, guys. Really excited for this tournament this
Forward to a
weekend.
good weekend.
We're gonna come down there, hang out, and we'll be looking over James' shoulder.
be honest.
That's it.
All right, thank you to everyone that's watching. Thank you, of course, to our sponsors, Brianna, John. You guys are all right. Mario, Billy, you guys are okay. You're all right.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
Sufficient.
All righty, so we will see you next Tuesday if you're at Mario's Fish Talk Seminar.
That's it. Be there, be square.
Cheers.